to have you with us from Faroe Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Missouri Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Chris Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Missouri head coach told me before the game, focus is going to be essential. Play by play. He understands completely that they have a big opponent coming in here next week, top 25. But this opponent in front of them today is not to be taken lightly. He wants to make sure his players are looking at them and understanding they have quality players too, and not look ahead to next week. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. From deep, it's Terry. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of this drive. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the whole crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on second down. Going for it all. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Well, the defense got really lucky there. I don't know if there was a coverage bust or what. There is no way that receiver should have been that wide open. Lucky for the defense, though, he puts it on the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They're all over it. Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch at the 35. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. Job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number 1, and they give up a sack on play 2.
Oh, the D has to be feeling it now. See if they can get another sack on 3rd down. Again, running right, it's Gibson. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
defense doing everything right on this drive. They started off in really good field position. They created negative plays, and they're going to get off the field here very, very quickly. That was about as good as you can do without taking the ball away.
They're going to field this one in tight quarters. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Tells to run, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was, and because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
Gets the back moving. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Going with the ground game left. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. A run for the quarterback. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
In the gun on 3rd down. Here's Holstein. Got him quickly. Open space at the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh center downs going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Lanier. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. sells the run, looking to pass. He wants to go deep. Catch inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. On the return, it's Jones. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
We've played 1, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Second and long here. Right back to it. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Buying time to his right. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And that's such an underrated skill when you watch quarterbacks, man. To be able to see him, he sees the receiver breaking from the right side of the field, but you got to be able to read the coverage in front, and that's really good timing, getting the ball out of your hands, knowing when he's going to come open, and putting the ball right on.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to throw. Out wide right, it's Lanier. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The throw to the outside is complete. On the stop.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. The Tigers will call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Maybe they won't give in and just pass it here. 3rd and goal from the 4 and 3 tight ends on the field. The offense couldn't get the snap off. Time, and it'll cost them. So this defense created some confusion and delay, and the delay of game penalty could give the D some momentum here on 3rd and goal. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Coming out with it, it's Jones. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. How many problems does it cause for an offense when the D can get pressure from its nose tackle?
He's usually a guy that sits in the middle in 2 gaps, and it's really hard to rush the passer, but really nice job using his hands, getting to the quarterback. When a nose tackle gets a sack, everybody gets excited because that guy doesn't get many of those.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Here's a give to Gibson. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein finds the tight end. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Needs it. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down.
Man, 1st half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Rush right in his face. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
On the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. The 18 unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Eli Holstein to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Extending the play. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games this guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Going for 6. He caught it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Drives inside. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. Mizzou will use its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on 4th and short. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Trying to pick up the first, out of the backfield. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Turning it on. He's still on the move. A last-ditch effort to get some points before the half. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with Akron, taking on the UNLV Rebels. And it's the Zips coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours.
Throwing, Holstein. Left side is Eccles. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Auburn lines up quickly.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patters. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Holstein. Look out. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
From the gun, it's Gibson. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Auburn! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. But then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about it.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Cuts it upfield. It's Roberts. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Throws to the tight end. Out wide left, it's Huffman. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Play action on 1st down. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down to the air. Lets it fly. Right side, it's Roberts. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And that's a really good job by this offense. I like it, man. Go 5 wide. You can tell right away you got a running back out wide. The corner stays out there so you know it's zone coverage. He sits down like a wide receiver. Really nice job working the outside part of the field. Quarterback, running back on the same page for the nice completion.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them. Successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. He'll start the return inside his... And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Changing the routes with his receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. RPO complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Long way to go on second down. Out wide right, it's Eccles. Oh, he got loose. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Gibson. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They'll line up for a second down play. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Again, Holstein. Rushes on. Right side, it's Gibson. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Holstein from the gun on third down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Going the other way, and he's got room. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Soft spot in the middle.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Trying to squeak through the pile. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Burrowing for yardage. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, it's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
In the red area, it's Roberts. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying to get outside, and nothing doing. They deny him the end zone.
You know, I This QB running the football, because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Calls his own number. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Handoff for Jarrett. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical 4th down, everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Here's a give to Gibson. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Good, strong tackle. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start air.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. 4th down, Holstein. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, it's kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically. They've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays. Just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that fourth down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.